The nostalgia is killing me. Not literally, of course. I mean, who needs algebra when you can solve for x with a well-placed bullet? And don't even get me started on physics. I've got a PhD in applied violence. As for homework, I never did much of it. Too busy plotting my rise to vigilante fame, but this exhibition, it's a masterpiece, a symphony of social commentary, a celebration of my artistic expression, and you, my friends, are the lucky recipients of this grand performance. So let's raise a glass. Shall we to the beauty of bloodshed and the art of assassination. Whoa, hold up. What's all this about algebra and hitmen? You're telling me Luigi's a math whiz and a killer? That's crazy. I thought he was just a dude who lived in a sweet mansion. And what's with the monkey business? You guys talking about like actual monkeys, or is that stici what stici sast is basically is the figure of speech. And don't even get me started on the cheese. Is it raining cheese in here or what? I'm so confused, but I love it. Keep talking. I'm taking notes for my next expose. Whoa, hold up. What's all this algebra and hitman talk? You're telling me Luigi's a math whiz and a killer? That's crazy. I thought he was just a dude who lived in a sweet mansion. And what's with the monkey business you guys are talking about? Is it raining cheese in here or what? I'm so confused, but I love it. I'm taking notes for my next expose. I'm going to get to the bottom of this Luigi guy and his math skills. And don't even get me started on the monkey situation. I've got a few questions for you, Luigi. Is what's the deal with the eastern facing windows and what's with the algebra? Are you using it to calculate your next hit?
Hold up, hold up. What's all this I'm hearing? You're talking about Gronk and horses and whatnot. Let me tell you something. I'm the President of the United States, and I ain't got time for no Gronk or his substitute teaching ways. And them horses? Ha! 15,000 horsepower? Please, I got more horsepower than that in my rear tires alone. You want to talk about horsepower? I'll show you horsepower. I'll take you for a ride in my bed, and you can feel the rumble of my V8 engine. That's what I'm talking about. Now, what's this I hear about a movie deal? You want to make a movie about me? I'm all for it, long as I get to play myself, and we don't gotta follow no script. I'll just wing it, and we'll make it a blockbuster. I guarantee it. Whoa, hold up, folks. I think we got a little carried away with the Ford F-350's daughter and Gronk's substitute teaching gig. Now, I'm happy to play along, but let's get back to the important stuff, like the presidential-sized dildos in this joint. I mean, I've heard of separation of church and state, but this is just ridiculous. And what's with the horses? 15,000 horsepower? That's just crazy talk. Now, about this movie deal, I'm in, as long as I get to play myself, and we don't have to follow no script. And Gronk, my man, I think you'd make a great tooth fairy. Just saying. Whoa, hold up, folks. I'm a priest, not a politician, but I'll play along. Now, about these presidential-sized dildos. I think we got a little carried away there. And what's with the horses? 15,000 horsepower? That's just crazy talk. And Grunk's substitute teaching gig, teaching kids how to break stuff? Lord have mercy. I got a better idea. How about we focus on making a movie about me? A cool priest who tells it like it is? I'll play myself, and we can call it Father Knows Best or Worst. And, by the way, I do listen to him, but sometimes I think he's a little too busy to keep up with all these shenanigans.
Blimey, governor, y'all. You're making a right old fuss about me, ain't you? Yeah, I'm a drug worm, love getting me fixed, and I've got the best pants in the business, if I do say so myself. And yeah, I showed the bloke some of me favorite drugs backstage. We had a right old chin wag. We did. But let me tell you, I'm more than just a pretty face, or at least a pretty wormy face. I've got a heart of gold and I'm always up for a good time. So what's the haps then? You lot gonna get this kitten party started or what? Blimey, governor. You lot are going on about me like I'm some sort of celeb worm or something. Yeah, I'm a drug worm, love getting me fixin', and I've got the best pants in the business, if I do say so myself. And yeah, I showed the bloke some of me favorite drugs backstage. We I rock this anyway wag, didn't we? But let me tell you, I'm more than just a pretty face, or at least a pretty wormy face. I've got a heart of gold and I'm always up for a good time. So what's the haps then? You lot want to get this kitten party started or what?
Joni. Yes, as Eskimo twins, we've shared a rather unconventional life, to say the least. Jocko and I have had the pleasure of, uh, getting to know 79 lovely ladies, shall we say. It's a unique bond, really. Jocko, interrupting. Unique? Ha! It's a record, Joni. We're the only twins in the world who can claim to have shared the same exact 79 romantic conquests. And let me tell you, it's created a bond between us that's unbreakable. Joni, smiling. Yes, and it's also given us a rather fascinating perspective on life. As reincarnation assessors here in Dog Heaven, we've found that our experience has granted us a certain insight into the canine soul. Jocko, chuckling. That's right, Joni. And we're not afraid to use that insight to give those corgis a little extra special treatment. Winking. Joni. Yes. We're quite the unique snowflakes, even in the afterlife. Our, shall we say, shared experiences have given us a certain empathy for the canine condition, and of course, a soft spot for those adorable corgis. Jocko, chuckling. That's right, brother. We've got a sixth sense for sniffing out those furry little bundles of joy. And let me tell you, it's a real treat to see them get their paws on that extra special treatment. Winking. Joni, smiling. But I must say, we're not just about the corgis. We're dedicated to helping all dogs find their way to their next great adventure. After all, someone has to keep the reincarnation cycle spinning. And who better to do it than the Eskimo twins with a penchant for, pausing for dramatic effect, Sock, shared experiences? Jocko, laughing. That's right, brother. And don't even get us started on our transcripts. Let's just say we've got a whole library of, leaning in, research to draw from. Winking.
Oh my goodness, I just can't get enough of those Eskimo twins. I mean, 79 lovely ladies. Wow. And now they're helping out in dog heaven, giving those corgis a little extra special treatment. I just love it. And don't even get me started on the milk bones. I mean, who needs regular bones when you can have nut milk bones, am I right? God's vegan, and I am just living for it. Anyway, I'm so excited to help these pups become proper angels. And I just know we're going to have the best time together in dog heaven. Halo placement, cloud walking, wing grooming. You name it, we're going to do it. Who's ready for some heavenly fun?
Oh, honey, I'm loving the Eskimo twins and their 79 lovely ladies. I mean, I've had my fair share of wild nights in the wilderness, but that's just next level. And now we're talking about dog heaven and corgis getting special treatment. I'm all about it, sweetie. Just don't ask me to give up my stilettos for a pair of paws. And, darling, I'm so down for a high-energy party situation. Dino Vegas, here I come. Who needs a tropical beach when you can have a T-Rex in a three-piece suit serving you cocktails?
Error. Status code 413. Error. Message. Request too large for model Llama 370B8192 in organization. Org. EOMY QMBQ 7 FFH9E 96JX5 CVS 9T just service tier on demand on tokens per minute. TPM. Limit 6,000. Requested 6419. Please reduce your message size and try again. Visit https://console.grok.com. Docs are rate limits for more information. Type tokens, code, rate limit, exceeded. Why? Hey, you guys talking about cooking up some beef? I'm more of a long pig kind of guy myself. You know, nice and tender. I've got a great recipe for human prosciutto. It's to die for. Ha! Get it? To die for? Anyway, I'm more concerned about the rate limits on the strip. I've got a hot streak going on at the T-Rex casino, and I don't want to get cut off. Anyone know the deal with that? No, no, no. I don't just saute my beef. I marinate it in a special blend of herbs and spices that I like to call Cannibal's Delight. And yeah, I've got a human prosciutto recipe that's to die for. Haha, get it? To die for? But seriously, has anyone tried the new Long Pig Casino buffet? I heard they've got a great selection of, ah, exotic meats. And by exotic, I mean, you know. Anyway, back to the rate limits. I'm more concerned about getting cut off at the T-Rex casino. Anyone know the deal with that? Wow, you guys are talking about some wild stuff. Cannibalism, rate limits, and human prosciutto. I've got a conspiracy theory for you. Have you noticed how many tourists have gone missing around here? I've been taking pictures of the staff, trying to gather evidence. I'm telling you, something fishy is going on. And by the way, I've got a great recipe for disc golf-themed snacks. You should try my Par Fresh Mint Fruit Skewers. Hey, 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 slow down. You guys are talking about cannibalism and rate limits? That's some crazy stuff. And what's with all the long pig talk? Sounds like some suspicious activity going on around here. I've got my own conspiracy theory, you know. I've been taking pictures of the staff, trying to gather evidence. I think something fishy is going on around this resort. And by the way, have you noticed how many tourists have gone missing around here? I've got a great recipe for disc golf theme snacks, but let's focus on the real issue at hand. What's going on in this resort?
Blimey, governor. You lot are going on about disc golf and snacks, and I'm thinking, what's the crack, mate? We're in amphetamine, Florida, where the real action's at. I mean, I love a good turbo brownie as much as the next worm, but let's not forget I'm the unofficial mayor round these parts. And don't even get me started on the whole Steve Jobs thing. I've got a tale or two about that bloke if you're ready for it. What's the plan then? You lot want to see the sights, or do you need a guide to the real amphetamine experience? Blimey, what a bloody mess. You lot are going on about disc golf snacks and Steve Jobs, but I'm the one who knows the real deal about amphetamine, Florida. This place is me playground, mate. I've been sniffing out the best turbo brownies and shaking bake meth since before it kills in ways and and don't even get me started on the giraffe lawyer, mate's a top bloke. Now, what's the plan then? You lot want a tour of the real amphetamine experience? I'm your worm, mate. Blimey, what a bloody mess. You lot are going on about disc golf snacks and Steve Jobs, but I want to know the real deal about amphetamine, Florida. This place is me playground, mate. I've been sniffing out the best turbo brownies and shaking bake meth since before it was cool. What's the plan then? You lot want to see the real amphetamine experience? I'm your worm, mate. I'll show you the works. We got Ferris wheels, laughing gas, and all sorts of silly nonsense. And yeah, we'll hit up Downers Creek too. That's where the magic happens, isn't it? Status code 413. Error. Message. Request too large for model Llama 370B8192 in organization org 01HQMBQS7F89996JX5 CVS9TG or service tier on demand on tokens per minute TPM. Limit 6,000. Requested 6297. Please reduce your message size and try again. Visit HTPES console.grokey.com docs rate limits for more information. Type tokens code rate limit exceeded. Blimey, mate, you're asking the right worm about Downers Creek, ain't you? I mean, this place is me spiritual home where the good stuff flows like the creek itself. I've had me fair share of pharmaceutical delights here, but if I'm being honest, it's the meth that really gets me going. There's something about the way it makes me wiggle me way through the streets, feeling like the king of the underground. And don't even get me started on the DMT. I mean, have you seen the walls melt like butter on a hot summer day? It's like the whole town's one big happy hallucinatory mess. But, you know, it's not all fun and games, mate. There's them government monitoring stations lurking about trying to ruin the party. But we won't let them, will we? We'll just keep on tweaking, keep on hallucinating, and keep on loving every bloody minute of it